there is a evolving crisis somewhere. We do not know what would be the end result of this crisis. It could lead to a protracted war. It could be a wide-scale strife. Whatever it is, we Filipinos are really in grave peril. We have so many millions, nearing 3, I think, of Filipinos working mainly in the Middle East. Kinakabahan ako. Iran seems to be bent on a retaliation, which I think will come. It's a matter of time. There is much hurt and even the loss of pride of the Arabic world. Retaliation or the cry for blood is there. Wala akong I do not have anything nari-worry. Were it not for the fact there are a lot of Filipinos there. And it would take us a huge gargantum effort just in case total breaks out of how to bring them back safely. I called for the major commanders yesterday afternoon. I told them of the gravity of the situation and told them that they have to start even the deployment itself. You just cannot, there's no such thing as a minimalist view here. It's fraught with danger. And I'm afraid of the so many lives of our countrymen in jeopardy at that place. So here you are. I was tinkering with the idea of calling a special session Congress. Sonny Dominguez says we have unlimited funds for that now. He says we had the money. If it spells the difference between the life and death of Filipinos, Sonny Dominguez says we have the money. We will buy, borrow, steal. Nakawa natin yung central bank mismo natin. Well, if we have to do it, we will do it. But since you are all here, my dear colleagues in government, I was once a congressman. We never had this kind of problem. It was all politics and who was going to be the next what. Yun lang ang worry namin. But ngayon, I suggest that Congress, even for about 1 or 2 days, discuss the problems, the ramifications. But I don't know where you want to put the money. Ako, ayaw ko. But if there's a thing that would need on standby, that the government can get immediately, source it from where, so that we can use the money immediately. We might want to place it in the hands of a committee. Kasi ayaw ko yung magkwenta-kwenta ako pagkatapos with that huge amount. I do not want to be bothered with that kind of... we need billions there. Standby lang. And calculate what would be the calibrated withdrawals. First, in places where it is really very dangerous. You know, if Iran poised to strike, it will not strike Iraq. Because as it is, Iraq is already in a sorry state. Maybe Iran rather would go for a more bloody nose. And there's only one there. It could be Saudi Arabia.
Yung mga tumulong sa Amerika at yung mga bansa na tumulong sa Amerika ay inaatake ngayon ng Iran as retaliatory strikes. Kaya very fluid ang situation. Ang assessment namin is delikado siguro magpalipad. Kahit na kaya nating magkumuha ng eroplano at ipasok, wala tayong magagawa. Dahil, number one, the airports are closed, there are all no-fly zones. This is a combat area. And ang kinakatakutan ko sa lahat ay yung nangyari, I'm sure nabalitaan ninyo lahat, tatlong fighter jet ng Amerikano ay pinabagsak ng Kuwait by accident, by mistake. So, kung commercial airline, baka magkamali din at baka they will attack it by mistake. So that's what we are worried about. So siguro yung pagpalipad ay hindi muna natin gagawin. Ngayon, by land, meron mga option na nagsasabing by land. Yun din ay delikado din dahil kung magkaroon ng friendly fire incident, alam nyo, pagka may putukan, it is an active combat zone. Pag nakakita ka ng maraming sasakyan, baka bombahin yun. Because they will misidentify it as some hostile movement. So that is also dangerous. Although that will be the best option that we will have in the immediate future. Dahil nga kinakatakutan pa natin yung pagpalipad. So, ang advice na binibigay natin sa ating mga kababayan ay maghanap kayo ng safe place at doon kayo muna at you stay there and you stay in a safe place and stay indoors and stay away from areas of danger.